Would
To
would it
ask
be okay?
present.
Huh?
You just need to ask the group if everybody is okay with that, so that they can have the option of turning their cameras off.
Yeah.
They don't want to be on.
Yeah, that's cool with me. I'm gonna just turn my camera off because I'm kind of stuffing my face right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to go grab my little tuna sandwich right now. So I already hit record. I gave you the option to share your screen.
Okay.
So Diane says she'll be on mute.
Okay.
And I'll turn my camera off so you can get started.
I'm pulling up the docs. I'm on a different. I'm at my Mio's house, so I'm on her. I'm getting all my documents up. Okay. 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 Share my screen. Chat. Y'all mute first part of the meeting. Okay. How do I? Oh, I need to make this big. Share screen. I guess I'll hold on for a second. Share this. Okay. Can y'all see? Everybody good?
Yep, we can see.
Okay.
Yep, we can see.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get started then. What's up, y'all? I'm Bianca. And today we're going to be getting our content together, okay? My goal is for us to develop a strategy for Q2 and walk away with at least an outline content calendar for the month of April. So you guys will have something to be working on for the rest of the week, and then to the weekend to pop out. My April gonna start on Monday, so I'm gonna spend this weekend working on content so I can start Monday. So let's get started. And please unmute yourselves if you have any questions. Let me go through the agenda first. So we're going to be reviewing the content strategy, what it is, what it looks like. I'll give you a couple of minutes to ask questions, and then we'll co-work, actually spend about 15 to 20 minutes fleshing out our own thing. So everybody should have their worksheet pulled up for themselves. And then we'll dive into content planning and how to build out your content calendar. Same thing, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes for questions, and then we'll co-work to give ourselves the outline. And then I'll review the Amplify Your Authority prompts. It looks like some of you guys have already started to dig into that. And we'll talk about how to use ChatGPT and other AI tools that you may discover to help with your content creation process. And at the end of that, we'll spend the last bit actually building out our content calendars for April, and we'll end it off with some affirmations. Everybody good? All right, I'm just take that silence as we good. Okay. So hello, ladies. Oh, I just stated this. So those are the prerequisites. That's the agenda. So I'm gonna start briefly with the benefits of social media for business, because I do know there are some people new to entrepreneurship and starting their business. And if you don't understand how valuable social media can be, I'm gonna run through these reasons right quick. It helps increase brand awareness. Social media boosts a brand's visibility and relevance by sharing engaging content that tells your story and highlights your uniqueness and shows the value that you deliver. It's cost effective. Organic social media marketing is a low cost way to promote your brand, especially for new organizations who are not quite ready for paid ads. you get direct access to your audience. So using social media is a great way to have these direct conversations with your brand's target audience. It's great for customer service. Customers love being able to get online, talk about their experience, and have that brand reach out in that moment or within a reasonable time to solve the problem. Market research, again, having that direct access to your audience gives you, it's a great platform to get both quantitative and qualitative feedback from your audience, which helps to drive business decisions. And of course, increase web traffic. Just about every social media platform out there, you're able to incorporate links. So yes, these are the benefits of social media. Next, we're going to get into goal setting for social media. So one thing about goals, they hold you accountable. Social media does have a bad reputation for being frivolous, unnecessary, and with no clear ROI. So by defining your goals, you're able to point to the specific steps and actions that you'll need to take to justify nature. Okay, I specifically wrote this for social media managers, but you will be able to have some clarity around how and why social media needs to be incorporated into your business. And these are just a couple of examples of what those goals can look like. Increase brand awareness. So if you're in definitely a beginning stage of your business, but more if you're pivoting or launching something new, brand awareness could be a good goal for you with your social media. And what you'll do with this is produce creative and engaging content that helps to grow your online community and encourage your audience to interact with your brand across the multiple platforms that you're on. And the KPIs that you'll track for this goals would be followers, reach and impressions, mentions, shares, retweets, and saves, and likes and comments. Next, if you need to generate more new web traffic. So if you're looking to build your email list, if you're launching a new product, if you're wanting to promote your new blog content, Taylor and Kristen, this could be a good goal to set for your social media efforts. And with this, you will produce engaging content that converts and encourage your audience to visit your site through the direct links that you share within the post and of course within your bios. And the KPIs that you would track for this goal will be, of course, your traffic from social media that you pull from your analytics dashboard, the share of overall traffic, which measures how much of your overall web traffic does social media account for, and then the bounce rate of the social media traffic, which helps to define the quality of traffic that's actually coming from your social media. And I'm pretty sure Taylor can dive deeper into the analytics side of that. Maybe there can be another session. Another goal, generating new leads. This aligns with the growth and scaling business goal. So this is when you produce relevant and converting content that encourages your audience to either sign up for your email list. Well, yes, sign up for your email list. And the KPIs that you track with this will be your the number of downloads that you're getting for your lead magnet, how many people are participating in your calls to actions, aka your CTA, how many conversions of leads from social media. And then gather market research is another goal that you can have for social media. And this is just when you produce content to really connect and engage with your audience, to learn what it is that they need, what are they looking to, what problems are they looking to solve, and what information are they specifically interested in hearing from you. And there's no specific KPIs to track with this. Instead, you're going to focus on that quantitative data. If you're getting really good feedback, you're going to want to document that and figure out how to take this and apply it to perfecting your craft or perfecting your business or perfecting something that you're about to launch. And then last, revenue growth. This is, you're going to create content that drives sales, through strategic targeting of your ideal clients with content that converts your audience into customers. And the things that you're going to track, of course, revenue generated from the leads that you've gained from social media and your revenue from ads. Any questions so far? Okay. So this is just a summary. If you guys can take about 1 minute to determine what specific goals you guys are interested in for your social media. And let me put a timer up.
Where would you like us to put that information?
You could put it in the chat and also write it inside of your you can write it down because we'll have a space for it in our content strategy doc.
Okay.
All right, I'm about to set a 60-second timer. My goals right now is to increase brand awareness and gather market research. And the next goal would be to generate new leads, because after I've given myself time to get back top of mind and establish myself as an authority in my new field, and I've gathered market research, I'll take that information to determine what type of lead magnet would be best to create. Awesome, awesome. Okay, thank y'all for sharing. Thank you for sharing. So we're gonna go ahead to the next piece. So next, magnetic content. So magnetic content attracts clients and/or audience members who are ready for the transformation that you particularly provide. And to do this, you must build trust, establish authority, create a connection, and help your clients understand the why behind needing you. So you share what you do, whom you do it for, how you do it, and how it will help them. So keep that in mind, and I'm going to reiterate on that as we get deeper into the presentation. But this is the first step in the content pillar, well, content strategy. Start with content pillars. So content pillars, some people like to call them buckets, are umbrella themes that give you direction for your brand's content development. And they clearly define your brand's lane and help you to establish your expertise. And ideally, your content pillars should relate to each other. You should not be talking about aerospace engineering, home cooked goods, being a stay-at-home mom, and dogs. All of that stuff does not align, and one of these things are not like the other. So the aerospace engineering doesn't align with what those other content pillars would be. So one thing about content pillars is it helps you to establish your lane and build a wealth of content topics within that space. So the couple of questions that you can answer, and please feel free to drop these answers in the chat or write them out, because I want you to answer these. The first question you're going to ask yourself is, what do I want to be known for? And my example, this is my example from 2021, back when I was doing social media management and coaching. My example is, I want to be known as the social media fairy godmother. That was my nickname. The answer to the question social media managers and other experts struggle to find solutions to. I want my audience to view me as a reputable, reliable, and caring coach to social media experts. So you guys writing it down? Okay. Next, you're going to ask yourself, what are your ideal clients struggling with as it pertains to your expertise? And if you're already working with who you want to work with, you're in an advantage, because all you got to think about is, okay, when your clients or the people who've bought from you come to you, what were the things that they were struggling with? And what were the things? Yeah. So my example, my ideal clients are overwhelmed as social media managers because they don't have a streamlined process. They don't understand social media strategy for business. Therefore, they can't translate their value to potential customers. They don't have confidence in their capabilities, and they're afraid to charge their worth. So that's my example. Think about the people that you currently work with and you want to grow that audience, or the audience that you're trying to pivot into. What are the things that they're struggling with? And the last question is, what expertise do you have to offer as it pertains to what they're struggling with? My example, I educate my ideal clients on the 5 key areas they need to learn, understand, and implement to grow their business as social media managers. These 5 areas are brand positioning and ideal client development, social media strategy and content planning, packaging and pricing their signature offers, launch strategy and implementation to attract and convert clients, and social media systems. So I'm going to give you another 60 seconds to think about those questions. The first question is, what do you want to be known for? What are your ideal clients struggling with as it pertains to your expertise? And what expertise do you have to offer? Or what solutions could you offer to what their pain points are? All right. Thank you, guys. So once you've answered those questions, you're going to pull what your content pillars are going to be. My example is based off the answers to the questions. I have 5. I recommend anywhere between 3 to 5. 5 is excessive. Well, anything over 5 could be excessive, especially starting out. So I recommend 3, 4, 5. And I'll break down mine and show you why I say that. So this social media manager education, entrepreneurship, content creation. These all social media manager education falls within my area of expertise. Entrepreneurship is what falls within my experience, and it's something that naturally the social media managers I coached wanted to know about because they're getting into entrepreneurship. So not necessarily my expertise, but my practice of me running my business. So it's still something I can speak to. Content creation falls directly under my expertise. And my last 2 content pillars are mindset and lifestyle. Now, these don't necessarily tie into the business, but it is a way for me to like naturally show who I am as a person, because I do practice mindfulness, and I do like to share like what I got going on in my life or what I'm like learning, working on. So I just went ahead and turned those into content pillars because I have a personal brand where I'm a person sharing what I love, what I do, and what I know, and I wasn't presenting as a business. So you have to think about those things when you're setting your content pillars. Are you presenting as a personal brand, or are you creating this for your business? My personal brand, I want to be known for lifestyle design, taking creative risks, work-life harmony, and entrepreneurship. For marketing, for my marketing business. Okay, I love that, Kristen. I love that. Taylor says, I want to be known as a creative analyst, someone who creatively uses data to create actionable and valuable insights. I love that. Straight to the point, girl. Okay, so I'm going to give you all 60 seconds, and you don't have to figure it all out right now, but I just want to put you on the spot. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to brainstorm a list of content pillars, and we can narrow them down during the co-working session. Starting now. I should play a little music, huh? I'm about to ask ChatGPT. Yes, yes. See, you're already ahead of the game. How do y'all do reactions? I don't know how to do reactions. All right. Ooh,
Bottom right-hand corner next to breakout rooms.
oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. So next, we are going to talk about content types. And this is important to think about. So I'm going to break down the content types and then talk about platforms. So content types, there are 4 main types of content businesses should be creating to make an impact on their socials. These ensure that you create content that positions you as an authority figure within your industry, engages with your audience, connects with your audience to build trust, and sells to your audience. Authority, engage, and connect and sell. So authority content is meant to show the world, your ideal clients, that you are that girl, okay? It allows you to showcase your expertise and position yourself as a reliable source of guidance for your offer, with informative and entertaining content. Like what Taylor said, she wants to be a creative analyst who uses data to create actionable and valuable insights. Yes, authority, okay? Informative and entertaining content. Engage, that's the next type. Engaging content increases your organic reach. It generates curiosity and establishes authority among your audience. This type of content will get your audience interested in who you are, what you do, and what you have to offer. Connecting content helps your audience build a relationship with you. It communicates your deeper values and positions you as a guide, not just a homegirl to vent to. This connection is all about starting more personable conversations with you, the brand, and the company's bigger mission. And this is why I'm a big advocate for establishing your brand foundation, your messaging, your positioning, your core values, your personality, your tone of voice prior to getting to social, because you don't want to be all over the place like you're just throwing something at the wall. Like figure out who you are, who your brand is, what, not just what you want to be known for as it relates to the content that you're putting out or your expertise, but how do you want people to feel? You know what I'm saying? If your brand was a person, who would it be? Think about those things, because when you're creating the connect content, you're really gonna pull from that to you're really going to pull from that to make those emotional connections. Yes. And so lastly, sell. This is where a lot of people struggle because they don't want to sell for whatever reasons. Not even gonna get into all of the reasons, but sell content creates demand. It eliminates objections and it inspires action. Say that again. It creates demand. You're not just, oh, I got this program, it's really great. created demand looks like I've got this program. It's I'm opening the doors on the 2nd. Doors will be closed on the 15th, and it won't be around again until Q3. So you're putting fire under their butts to get in now. So they're not just dating your products or going with the flow with your products. They're looking at it, determining if it's the right solution for them, and they're taking action right then. Connect is where I struggle the most. My corporate personality, I struggle. Okay, we gonna get that together. So yeah, it does that, and it inspires action. This content is about building relationships and connecting to your ideal clients. Truly effective selling content articulates the problem you solve, using the language of your ideal clients. And what I mean by that, it's easy to, when you've been doing something for so long and you're an expert, to start using that industry jargon, but you've got to break things down as if you're talking to a 3rd grader, and you got to use the language that your ideal clients are using to communicate their problems. Because, for example, if I think that my makeup is trash because I'm just bad at makeup, but your makeup is not trash, you just need a skincare routine. If you're constantly talking skincare routine, it's not gonna resonate with me, because I'm gonna be like, whatever but my makeup though. So you got to find a way to figure out, how does your ideal client describe the problem, and make a connection there. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Can y'all like drop some in the chat or unmute for a second?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. When you do this, when you can do this, your content becomes a dog whistle that only your dream clients can hear. And you'll start attracting them really well. So those are the 4 different content types: authority, engage, connect, sell. And I see some of you have already shared the areas where you struggle with, and that's where the amplify your authority prompts come in. I've thought of some ideas already, so you don't have to start from scratch. And like Kristen said, utilizing ChatGPT to dig even more into those prompts to give you full outlines of how you can show up online in your content. So next, we're going to talk about content planning. Exciting, right? I know. That was sarcasm. So first, we're going to start with the content schedule. So a schedule is just a blueprint for what you're going to be posting and how often you're going to be posting each month. It ensures that you're hitting each content pillar, and that you create content that falls within those 4 main content types that we just went over. And okay, so to establish your content schedule, we're going to start with the number of times you can reasonably post each week. For example, I plan to share a feed post at least 3 times a week, 1 reel per week, 2 stories per week, and 2 live streams a week. That is not where I am in life right now. I can do a feed post probably once a week. I can probably go live bi-weekly, and I can probably do a reel bi-weekly, and I can probably post something to my story once a week. So determine what platforms that you're going to post on. So for me, I'm going to be posting on Twitter, LinkedIn, and possibly YouTube. So let's take about 30 seconds and write down, what platforms do you want to be active on? And feel free to drop it in the chat. Awesome, awesome. Contemplating TikTok. Okay, a lot of fake Facebooks and LinkedIn's. Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you figured out your platforms. Now, write out how many times you're comfortable with posting next to each of those platforms. And so if it's a platform like Instagram, how many times do you want to do a reel, a feed post, a story, or a live? So I'm going to give you I'm going to give you 1 minute actually. I'm going to give you 1 minute to think through that and unmute yourselves if you have any questions.
So we need to do a content schedule for each of the platforms, is what you're suggesting? Or for in total all?
Well, it's kind of per platform and it'll pan out to total. So this example right here, feed post 3 times a week. This strictly relates to Instagram. This is just dealing with one platform, but because you got different formats of content depending on the platform. But some of the platforms you can utilize the same. If like what you post to Facebook, I'm pretty sure you can also post that to LinkedIn. So when it makes sense to keep it the same, yes, but yes, per platform. And I'll give y'all another minute.
Yeah, to kind of echo that, like sometimes it is appropriate to literally like post the same thing on different platforms, but you really got to know the platform and how to switch it up. Like you can like people post TikTok videos on Instagram, but I read that Instagram videos don't perform well on TikTok. So you just kind of have to know the platform and know how you want to tweak your content to know like what's appropriate for what platform.
Yes. And Diane asked, is it suggested to use the same content for each platform? Use your discretion. So if you're posting something to Instagram, you can share the same message or thought to LinkedIn, just tailor it to that audience. I can be a little bit more personable, and formal on Instagram, but when I'm scheduling for LinkedIn, I'm going to tidy up my language and make it a tad bit more professional. So you can share the same meat of the content across platforms, but tailor it to the audience that you're in front of. I don't have creative things for it, but I want to mark it up. Okay, I hope that answers your questions. Okay. Next, we're gonna the content calendar. So, okay. So did everybody write out how many times a week did they want to post per platform? Yes, no?
I started, but not for every platform, but I did start.
Okay. Okay. You want to finish that down the line?
I will.
Okay. So based off how many times per week, you're just gonna pretty much multiply that times 4, and that'll give you what you'll be posting on a monthly basis. And so from there, if I know I'm gonna post 4 times on the feed, that's where those content pillars come back in. And I can like, okay, I'm gonna do one of those feed posts as the first content pillar, or the second or the third, and I'll alternate between the last 2. And then your content types, you can use your discretion. If I'm posting something under social media management education, I'm more than likely gonna want to establish my authority or sell. If I'm posting something under the entrepreneurship content pillar. I'm gonna either want to engage or connect with my audience to share what my experience is like and to show that, you know, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. I feel it too. If it's mindset or lifestyle, I'm more than likely are going to just be trying to connect with my audience to show more of like who I am behind the business and who more of Bianca is. So as you get more comfortable with your content, you'll start to intuitively know like, oh, I want to, you know, do authority, I want to engage, I want to connect, I want to sell. So that's that. So back to, where is it? So back to this, however many times a week that you want to post per platform, it'll flesh out to monthly. And this where it might get a little confusing. Y'all let me know if it gets confusing. Here's where we'll take the content schedule and build out an actual content calendar. So you start with your pillars. This is just a reminder of the pillars in my example. And then your content types. This is just 1 week. So I don't post on the weekends. So I will only be dealing with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And with this specific example, I said that I wanted to do 3 feed posts a week, 2 live streams, 1 reel, and 2 stories. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do feed post on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna do a story on Monday and Friday, and a reel on Wednesdays. Like I said, I'm not doing as much content. So it's gonna be a lot less hectic, but this is essentially how it looks. And I just went in and assigned those content pillars to this, but I think I got an example. No, I'll have to show y'all an example later. Okay, but yes, you'll do this for the entire month. And if you want to just keep that template for the next 3 months, that's totally fine. You will know exactly how much of what type of content you'll need going in, and that's where you can start to batch create your content and utilize those amplify your authority prompts, utilize that chat GPT to generate those outlines and ideas for you. And that's when you get to working smarter and not harder. Does this make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Okay. Oh, should have went out on me. Okay. Now I'm gonna break down the actual like outline of your content. Y'all don't have to get this specific. This is I was this specific when managing clients social medias, or when I built out my VIP day service. Is called the Social Media Fix. That's where I delivered 30 days of content outlines. And this is how specific that I would like to get, but you ain't got to get this specific, especially if it's just you. But if you ever look to hire a social media manager, this is a good format and practice. So you start with the topic. Monday, this is social media manager education. What do they think their problem is, and why is that incorrect? My talking points: SMMs believe they need to create an offer that solves every problem a potential client could have, making them a jack of all trades. This holds them back from showing up as high value experts because they don't offer specialized solutions. Content format: this is a feed post. The calls to action is signing up for my free webinar. The goal is to generate new leads and build brand awareness. And the KPIs that are relevant to tracking success for this particular post: link clicks, engagements, and impressions. And of course, webinar signups. This will help me prioritize my topics and really clarify how it lines up to my goals. Yes, yes. Thank you. Yes. So, and to take it a step further, with my past clients, when I would do this for them. So for an example, a past client of mine, she launched a group coaching program for entrepreneurs, and I built out a 30-day content calendar for her program. So the CTAs, no, not the CTAs, I would give talking points. I would give more thorough talking points for the content. So whoever her copywriter is or her social media manager was, they could just go in and ride with it. And I will also give touch points on what the creative needs to be. So if I wanted this to be a picture of the client, I'll say picture of such and such doing such and such. Or if I needed this to be a graphic, I will put the bullet points that I know I need to get hit, that I know wants to be hit in that graphic in this outline. Or if I wanted this to be a carousel, I would outline each page in the carousel. So when you're passing this over to the copywriters and the graphic designers, it ain't no questions on what I'm looking for. So yes, like I said, you guys don't have to be this detailed. If you would like, I think I have these details in the template that I provided, but if not and you want it, let me know. This is another, so this is Monday Continue because stories. So when I say one story or 2 stories a week, I mean a series of stories. And I can provide a workbook on breaking down how you can show up in your stories. And this could also work for TikTok content or Reels, same stuff. Yes, like 4 to 5 posts. So when I say stories, I mean that, like a series of stories. And it's a couple of different things that you can do. If we got time at the end, I can like briefly walk you guys through that, but I definitely can like give y'all an ebook download and the resources for y'all to see more about how to leverage your stories. But so yeah, since Monday in that example calendar, I said I'm gonna do a feed post and a story. This is just a second outline that falls under the Monday topic. What is preventing your ideal client from having success? Which is the mindset content pillar. My talking points: if you are guaranteed to succeed in anything you tried, what would you be offering in your business right now? The content format is Instagram stories. CTA, tell me your big dream. I want to be a listening ear for you. So this is a connection, is a way for me to connect with my audience and build engagement. Because people love to talk about themselves, you know what I mean? And the relevant KPI to track for this particular content would be how many replies I get. And just same thing for the rest of that week's content. I'm not gonna go through all of that. So next, let's talk about ChatGPT. I'm sure all of you guys know, but for the sake of somebody who don't, ChatGPT is a very impressive tool that uses artificial technology, aka AI, to provide natural language processing capabilities. You can communicate with it just as you would with a human. Moreover, this language model can assist you with a variety of tasks, such as answering questions, composing emails, writing essays, and even coding or even outlining blogs or webinars. Therefore, definitely encourage you to try it out. You won't be let down. And particularly how it helps with content, leveraging AI can help alleviate some of the mental fatigue and overwhelm that comes with content creation. And I know I personally experienced mental fatigue. My last big content series was 21. I did a 5-day challenge. Man, I sent out emails every day. I did the actual challenge live stream. I did a feed post, 2 feed posts, and some more stuff. That took me out. Like I had to go like chill and go off the grid after I dropped that. But I feel like if I would have had ChatGPT, it wouldn't have been as like mentally exhausting doing that. Although it is a labor of love, it still can be a bit draining. So it can definitely help with at least creating outlines in your content process, planning process, and you just go in with the outline and make it you. You throw your own sauce and your own uniqueness in it. Can you drop a hand raise or something in chat if you've used ChatGPT for content already? I use it and I love it. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to, whoops. I'm going to walk you guys through the amplify your authority prompt. So what it is, I've got different topics in there. Authority amplifier. These are just prompts if you're looking to, you know, build authority, establish yourself as a thought leader. And you can use this however you want. If you just want to come here and grab the topic, cool, and go put it somewhere else. Or if you want to actually go in and like type out your thoughts, use this as like a soundboard, that's also okay. But typically, if you grab it and use it, just mark it off so you can see at least that you've done it. Not to say you can't reuse the same topics, definitely do that. But if you just want to keep up with what you've done already, just mark it off. And I put the content formats in there. Content buckets. Don't worry about this. I got some inspirational prompts, celebratory, vulnerable, if you want to get vulnerable with your audience. That'll fall under that connection content type. Audience take. This definitely helps create engaging content. Like if you want to just see what your audience thinks about a certain thing, these are some examples of what to share. Promo, if you're promoting something, particularly a new offer, service, or especially a physical good. I know one of the ladies in here is selling hair, so these particular prompts will be really helpful for you. And then engage content, connect content, sell content. And last night, I actually, these are not my own, these last 3 is not my content. I just put it in a space that's easily accessible. But no, I went to a website and it gave me a ton of ways to utilize ChatGPT with these prompts. And so I'm pulling up the social media one. One of the things you can ask ChatGPT is, hey, generate captions for Instagram posts, reels, and videos. And the prompt is write an Instagram post description or caption using a